After all of that, the big trip to Saudi Arabia, what better time than ever to have an early edition of Raw, which started at 6 p.m. this past Monday. Did you see any of it?
Well, yeah, I'll tell you about that in a second. But first of all, they come back from Saudi Arabia and they go to Pittsburgh to do a Raw show. And they started at 6 o'clock because I guess because Friday's the 4th of July, they did a double taping. But number one, how did they get 14,000 people to show up in Pittsburgh in the building at 6 o'clock on a Monday? Do these people have no jobs? Are there no prisons, no workhouses? How did they all get there? And secondly, what the fuck? We used to complain about my schedule. I was, Mid-South, it was so hard. Or Crockett. I'll take Atlanta TV at 10 o'clock in the morning, Baltimore at 2, and Philly at 7:30 instead of Saudi Arabia on Saturday night and Pittsburgh for fucking 4 hours on Monday. That's insane. What are the people in Pittsburgh saying about it? Did they all have to quit their jobs? Were there mass firings in that traffic? How did they get there?
And maybe it was Canada Day. I don't know.
Well, now on Canada Day, nobody works. We've established that, but
I don't know how that's
a whole different thing. Pittsburgh Day?
Pittsburgh Day.
Maybe it was Rusev Day. All right, I got a new problem with the Netflix, Brian. Have they changed their MO? Have they?
In what way?
Well, you watch the thing live, don't you? As best you can.
I try to when I'm going to watch it. And this week I got the email that Raw was coming up early at 6, like 10 minutes to 6. So I just turned it on while I was working. But otherwise I would have missed the live performance.
Well, here's the problem. And again, let's backtrack. On normal television, when you DVR a program, you can just zip right through the commercials. You can just, and you've got an on-screen reference for fast forward, so you know what you're skipping. And not only in the case of commercials, but with Raw, you can skip the travel logs and the product placement and the endless backstage inanity and the 10-minute entrances and get to the meat of the matter, right? If you record it on real television. But Netflix, as I've mentioned, doesn't have any on-screen capability. You can fast forward, but you don't know what you're missing. So you have to check in every few minutes to see if they're actually getting to the goddamn meat of the matter. But now, Brian, when I tried to watch it that way this time, because I remember I've said before, every time I try to skip ahead 5 minutes, I end up in some kind of commercial. Now once you end up in a commercial, you can't fast forward the rest of the commercial. You have to sit there and watch 2 minutes, 2.5. There's a clock on the screen. Ad will end in 2:29. And you can't fast forward it. And then when the program comes back on and it's a travelogue, then you can fast forward it again. But if you stop, you're in another fucking commercial. I spent the whole time trying to watch the thing, and the only thing I watched was the commercials, and the only thing I could skip was the program. So I saw a couple things we're going to talk about, but have you heard from anybody else that this is a new thing they're doing where now you're just stuck with it?
This has been a long-term internal project at WWE to make it so that you get stuck in commercials no matter where you go, what you do, on the mat, on Netflix, everywhere you go. I haven't heard anyone else complain about this specific thing.
Well, I would have noticed it if I was not able to fast forward the commercials before now, because it's been several months that we've been going through this. And